We actually created quite a successful business in Vietnam, which is browser and search engine. Yeah? And that's basically so far one of the most profitable business models in internet. Yeah? Because if you are a search engine, if you are a browser, you consolidate people's attention, time, and all the data about their behavior. So that was not actually very hard for me because I had some experience. I had successful experience, failed experience. We have a lot of ideas, yeah, how we can differentiate and what we can do better than Google, how we can localize the product. Yeah, but we just did so few. We implemented so few ideas that I would say we're a day zero company actually. I had my business, my search engine business in Russia, and we have quite a big engineering team. And Russia is actually a very competitive market. There are some Russian search engines. So Google is not number one, Facebook is not number one. There are many search engines and social networks more popular than Google and Facebook in Russia. And it was a very competitive market. I also had my own search engine, and I just had several Vietnamese engineers who just worked in my previous startup. And then one day they came to me and told me, like, you know, we are trying to fight with these big guys, yeah, but Vietnamese market is empty actually, yeah, because foreign companies, especially American companies, they kind of afraid of the market. Yeah, they're afraid of they think like there's some communism or whatever, socialism. Yeah, on the other side there was a Vietnam War. So big foreign multinational companies, they a little bit afraid of this market. On the other side, Vietnam is one of the fastest growing countries in the world now, and it's predicted to grow because somehow people want to work. They are very passionate about working. They're very motivated, yeah, so self-motivated. I mean, people somehow this nation, Vietnamese nation, they really want to work. Yeah, so it was actually not very hard decision. So it was not a calculated decision. It was just by luck. Yeah, but you know, that's important part of the business to be lucky. No, the most important is comparison is the shopping experience. Yeah, so like comparison shopping, cashback, coupons. So we want to improve because Vietnam is not a very rich country. Yeah, we want to help people find not just cheaper goods, yeah, but something that they really need. Yeah, because sometimes they buy something wrong, I would say. Yeah, so that's basically our mission related to shopping, improving shopping experience of the people. The idea is that because we know the market very well and because we understand the specifics of the market, yeah, we can do it much better than multinational companies. And the language, Vietnamese language is also very special. It's syllable based, but being written not by Chinese characters, like let's say Chinese language, yeah, or even Japanese, yeah, but it's written by Latin characters, but with diacritics. Like my T-shirt, you see there are two types of, so each letter has two types of diacritics. One is way of pronunciation, another is tone, and there are 6 tones and 3 ways of pronunciation of each vowel. So letter O can be pronounced 18 different ways actually, and can be written 18 different ways. So this is a little bit of a complication for search engines. It's not a big complication, yeah, but for big multinational companies, Vietnam is a rather small market, and they don't want to bother themselves taking care about all these 18 versions of letter O. One of the challenges is talent, like I told you, and that's why we're actually in Vietnam. Yeah, a lot of talented people, they go away, they go abroad, and it's basically like, so we bring a lot of expatriates actually, but that's not very hard to bring foreigners in Vietnam because it's like a downshift experience. So normally, if you live in Siberia, for example, and we have several people from Siberia, yeah, for them, going to Vietnam is like a thrill itself. Yeah, so normally you pay to have a chance to stay in Vietnam, and in our case it's vice versa. We pay them. So regarding motivation, it's actually you have to have the right motivation from the very start as a founder. So if your motivation is to make money, that's a wrong motivation. Yeah, usually people think like, oh, I will launch a startup and I become rich. No, this is wrong, because you're gonna lose. You're just gonna keep losing money. Your salary, if you are a founder, your salary gonna be very small, and you're gonna be quickly disappointed. Second motivation is a technical motivation. Yeah, if you want just to improve some technology, not necessarily software. like let's say you are a salesperson and you think you can sell better. It's still technical, yeah, like selling or even marketing or whatever creative job is still technical in a sense that you can learn it, yeah. The only right motivation is entrepreneurial, it's helping people. You have to help change lives of the people, you have to do something good for the people. And that's the motivation. When you see basically happy faces of your customers, of your users, this motivates. And of course, if you have happy customers, they pay you, yeah, because if you make a business out of this, so you first make your customers happy, and then you make money, and then you improve your technologies, whatever. This is the primary goal. Yeah, so like if people around you are happy, then you are happy as well, and it makes you motivated. So I really like insurance, insurtech area because I'm myself a mathematician. Yeah, I studied theory of probability, and this was one of the most interesting actually areas in mathematics for me personally. And with insurance business, the problem is it's too traditional. It's still too traditional. It's insurance companies, their assumption is that all their customers are cheaters, yeah, and they impose a lot of bureaucracy on people, and as a result this bureaucracy makes people very unhappy, and they start hating insurance companies. So basically it's a complete mistrust. Insurance companies, they don't trust customers, they don't trust insurance companies, while in fact is actually this is actually not very hard, like detecting people who are fraudsters, yeah, very easy with all this big data that now we have about people, about everything, very easy to avoid fraud. Well, sometimes maybe you may have some fraud, yeah, but not big, yeah. And regarding cheating, of course, if there is a mistrust, when there is a mistrust between the parties, they of course start cheating each other, yeah. So I see many insurtech startups like Lemonade from United States using behavioral science, using all these new ideas about people's psychology. They're trying to nudge people not into cheating but into behaving normally. So customers, they start trust these insurtech startups starting to trust to their customers, and as a result it's actually working.